The Victoria man accused of pushing a woman into the path of a bus where she was run over and killed instantly took the stand today in BC Supreme Court. Witnesses have testified 20-year-old Ariana Simpson was pushed hard enough to send her flying through the air on February 12, 2009. One person even says the man who pushed Simpson saw the vehicle coming before he did it. But several witnesses were under the influence of drugs at the time and have been unsure who exactly they saw strike Simpson. Christopher Groves, charged with manslaughter, finally delivered his side of the story this morning. The family of Ariana Simpson leave court after hearing the testimony of 23-year-old Christopher Groves, who is accused of pushing Simpson under a bus.
It was good to finally hear what he has to say, but it feels like listening to it and we're not getting the whole story. I think we never will get the whole story.
Grove's story goes like this. After a night of drinking, the jury heard he ended up at the corner of Pandora Avenue and Quadra Street with his friend George Westwood. Westwood had been drinking all day and was wasted, while Groves had consumed 5 or 6 drinks after work. Groves says his drunk, stumbling friend was likely looking for drugs, but Groves wanted to leave and didn't feel comfortable around the sketchy people in the area. Groves says he waited at the corner of the intersection and yelled several times to get Westwood's attention, saying, "Don't buy drugs off these crackheads, let's get out of here, don't be an idiot." Groves says Westwood and a group of about 10 people began coming toward him at the street corner. Westwood was backing up and took off his shirt, ready for a fight. Groves says he and his friend became surrounded and everyone was yelling. He then felt something hit him in the face and says he doesn't know what it was. He then saw something out of the corner of his eye and thought he was about to be hit or stabbed. At the moment Ariana Simpson ended up on the street, he describes turning to his right, swinging his arms out to clear a path to leave, and then running away from the angry confrontation. He says he never saw or heard a bus. He heard people yelling and screaming behind him, but doesn't remember looking back. He ended up outside the Victoria Police Department, where he was beaten up and doesn't remember anything else. Ariana Simpson's sister believes Groves is guilty of manslaughter, but wants to hear what the jury has to say after so much conflicting testimony. Her family just wants the ordeal to end.
I don't think it's an easy process for anyone, but it's just something we have to do for my sister. Of course, we wish it had never happened, and I'm at the point where I want it to be finished, and it's time for us to move on and do the best we can with day-to-day life, because this isn't life, being here every day.
Closing statements in the trial are expected tomorrow.